Black demographics finally got a hold of the actual information and they posted it on their platform in the form of a graph, which is the same thing that I've been doing for you guys when I've been breaking down these numbers by hand. I was able to give you guys this information before it even got published, even before the CDC published the January 2023 report that stated that 46% of Black men had ever fathered children. But they also put in some additional information. Let me show you guys here. Black fathers and mothers who live with their partners at their first child's birth, married or cohabitating. If you look on the left, it says 66% of Black fathers actually lived with their partners at their first childbirth, either married or cohabitating, living in the same home. Whereas Black women, when they have children, only 41% of their partners was actually living in the same home or married to Black women when the kid was born. It basically shows you that Black men are far more involved in their children's lives than society likes to paint. Let's do some math here. If it was 49%, that will be the minority. If it was 51%, that will be the majority. 66% of Black men are actually married to or cohabitating with the woman that they're having a child with. You cannot say the same for Black women. And the Black community will sit there and try and dismiss this information and continue pushing this narrative that Black men are just deadbeats. We just debunked two different things at once. I told you guys that Black men were the most involved. And also the CDC states that 58% of Black fathers are in their children's lives, like in the house. 75% of Black men have contact with their children throughout the week. They're in their children's lives. And I don't know why the Black community wants to continue to push this false narrative that Black men are just deadbeat fathers. We have the information staring us dead in the face, and we still run with this narrative, and we won't put the onus on where it needs to be. Black women, we have the information. So instead of sitting there saying that Black men are just not doing what they're supposed to do in regards to fatherhood, let's shift that narrative. Let's start focusing on Black motherhood. What are they doing wrong? Let's start focusing on solutions for Black women. Take the onus off Black men. It's done now. It's dead. We can stop that narrative right now. I'm getting tired of this shit. We did this for a year straight. People not trying to listen to the statistics. And I start tagging people in a bunch of my videos that's explaining this stuff because this is stupid. We're putting the blame on the side of the population that is taking care of business, and it shouldn't be. So Black women, you're up. You're in the spotlight. Motherhood. All right?
What we know now about Black fatherhood. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recently confirmed that 54% of Black men have never fathered children. Only 46% of Black men have ever fathered children. 72.7% of Black fathers talk with their children about things that happen during the day, several times a week or more, whether they live with their children or not. 58% of Black fathers live with one or more of their children, and blackdemographics.com also reported that 66% of Black men live with their partners at their first child's birth, either married or cohabitating. So instead of taking the highest number, which is 72.7% of Black father involvement, I'll be fair and use the average of all three involvement categories. The average of 72.7%, 66%, and 58% is 65.5%. If only 46% of Black men have ever fathered children and 65% are in their children's lives, then that means that 30.1% of Black fathers are active and present in their children's lives, whether married or cohabitating. 54% of Black men have never fathered children. If you add that with 30.1% of the Black fathers who are active and present in their children's lives, that equals 84.1% of Black men have never fathered children or are in their children's lives. That leaves approximately 15.9% of Black men who could potentially be deadbeat or subpar fathers. Black men, I want you to take this information, celebrate it, and spread it as much as possible. This is the only way that you will be able to protect the black male ethic image and get this harmful stereotype and or narrative that black men are simply deadbeat fathers, because it's not true. Happy New Year and God bless.